You indicated in the survey that you like listening to music. What kind of music do you listen to? Who are some of your favorite musicians or composers?
Okay, Eva. I love to listen to music very much, so I will share myself. Mm. When it comes to the music that I like the most is about the ballad music. Recently, K-pop is very popular in Korea and the all around the world. Mm, One of the favorite music is about the BTS. BTS is well known for the young person in the world. Actually, they are a world star, and I know that BTS um, get to list the Billboard chart #1. Many musics. When uh, when I listen to the music, I feel very happy and feel very quiet and feel in my mind. And when I have free time alone, I always try to listen to music, BTS and other Korean singers. That is my big pleasure. Mm. This is all about my listening music. Thank you.
How did you first get interested in music? Please compare the music that you used to listen when you were young and the music you listen today. Also, how has your interest in music changed over the years?
Okay, Eva, music change. Let me talk about this. When I was little, actually, when I was in high school or university students, I loved to listen to the dance music or rap music. Mm, Actually, I was very kind of active person, so I loved dance and I loved to go rock cafe or a club. Actually, most young generation did that. But however, music uh, music trend and music taste have changed over the years for me. Recently, I love to listen to the ballad or the country time music in Korean music. I mean, I love to listen to some ballad singer such as Boys to Men or 성시경 or those kind of typical Korean or U.S. ballad singers. It is mostly because of the age. As age gets older, people tend to listen or more slow music. I think this is a kind of trend. That is my question about the change trend and change preference for me. Thank you.
Please tell me about a time when you went to listen to some live music. Was it at a concert or a live cafe? Who did you go there with? How did you like the music you listened to there? Please tell me about that day from the beginning to the end.
Okay, Eva. The experience about the joining the concert. Okay, let's go for it. When I was in high school, no, sorry. When I was in the university students, I went to the live concert with my friends. When it comes to the concert that I joined, was the famous Korean singer called 무한궤도. Uh, Actually, it is still famous in Korea. Back then, I loved to listen to that band, so I bought all of the discs that he produced. And I loved the music and I listened to the music every day. When I got the news that they have had a concert then I as soon as I heard about that, I bought the concert ticket that day, and I waited the concert very much, and I persuaded my friend to go with me. Actually, the concert was very fantastic, and I fully enjoyed the concert. But something actually it was not funny, but actually it's funny. Things happened. When the concert went to the very highlight portion, the power went out suddenly, so all the people was freaked out. Oh my God! People was surprised, and actually some person was shocked about that. We couldn't see anything because it is a concert. The environment is a little bit dark, but people waited. The light went back quietly. So happily, about 5 or 10 minutes after that, the power was on, and concert restarted again. It was very happy and very memorable concert for me. That's it. Thank you.
What kind of technology do people typically use in your country? Do people use computers, cell phones, or handheld devices? What are some common forms of technology that people have?
Okay, Eva. Technology in Korea? Okay, let's go for it. When it comes to the technology, cutting edge technology nowadays, of course, it is cell phone. Cell phone have changed our lives a lot. We can use and we can do everything with cell phone, such as listening to music, buying food, transferring money, and reading a news, and so on. We could not count the functions of cell phones. I think we cannot live without cell phone just one day. And in Korea, the funny thing that I want to introduce is the kind of technology that cell phone and mobile phone bring us. It means that we can order the food and the items by a cell phone. We can order we can use the delivery service from factory or store to my home directly. Recently, in Korea, the famous delivery store is Coupang. When I order one items in the evening, surprisingly, they order me the following morning. Oh, it is very fantastic, and it is undeniably fascinating service. I think it can be used with mobile phone. The mobile technology and delivery service make our life very happy. That is my story and my experience and the technology that I want to introduce. Thank you.
Technology has definitely changed over time. Tell me about an early memory that you have about a piece of technology. It could be a computer or a mobile phone from many years ago. Describe for me what this thing was like back then.
How has that technology changed over time?
Okay, Eva, technology changes. Okay, let's go for it. When it comes to the technology change, we can explain the cell phone. When I was little, the cell phone's function is very simple. Back then, the memory that I had the first mobile phone was about 20 years ago. I had a cell phone for the first time, but the function is very simple. I mean, the only usage for cell phone is just call, take a phone calling to other person, to my family or friends. But technology changes. Technology have changed a lot over the years. We can use cell phone. The usage of cell phone is countless. We can use it everything that we think. I mean, we can do with cell phones such as listening to music, buying a food, or have us do stock and read news and so on. Recently, most of the thanks to the mobile phone, we cannot go to the store directly. We just order food by using mobile phone application, and we cannot buy tickets when we take a public transportation. We just tap the mobile phone to transact the public transportation fare. So just bring the phone. Is we don't need to bring the other things. It's life was very simple and convenient thanks to mobile phone. This is the introduction of mobile phone nowadays. Thank you.
Problems often come up because of our dependence on technology. Think about a time when you experienced a problem because some piece of technology was not working properly. Maybe your computer crashed, or maybe your cell phone had no service. Tell me about a time when you had some kind of problem getting your technology to work.
Okay, Eva. The experience of having problem with the technology. Okay, let's go for it. When I was in office, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I stayed late at the office. Back then, I had many things to do and many assignments to solve in my office. So I stayed alone in my office, and I think the colleagues went back home, and I stayed alone. It is a little bit lone and a little bit awkward, and actually a little bit frightened being alone. But back then, about 11 p.m., around the 11 p.m., the power went out suddenly, and I just freaked out. And when the power went out, the internet access was also out because the power was not supplied, so we could not access the internet. Actually, I had no those kind of experience, and didn't know how to solve this problem. I just, in order to solve this problem, I just called the office, the maintenance office to solve it. And I was just waiting to solve this problem. Happily, about 10 or 20 minutes after that, the power went back and the internet access was good. That is my problem about using technology. That's it. Thank you.
Tell me about the furniture you have in your home. Is there a piece that is your favorite?
Okay, Eva. About the furniture in my home? Okay, let's go for it. When it comes to the furniture that our house is, I firstly talk about this the color of my furniture. Actually, I moved this apartment about 2 or 3 years ago. It was a totally new apartment, newly built it, and every interior was very clean and good. The new things. Our apartment is a 30-floor building, and my apartment is a fourth floor. It's not so high, so it is very easy to walk from ground to my home. I try not to use elevator, and I try to go with stairs for my hairs. And in terms of the furniture that I have is all color is white. Actually, my family love the white color. My car is a white color too, and we selected the all furniture the white tone. My sofa and the kind of furniture, all the kind of furnitures were white, and the only exception for the furniture, the different color is TV and refrigerator. Actually, it's not for furniture, but the except color in my home is TV. TV is black, and the refrigerator is very colorful. It is a trend for the appliance. This is the introduction of the furniture and my home. Thank you.
Tell me about the furniture that you had in your childhood home. Was there anything different from the furniture that you have today? Describe for me what your home looked like at that time.
Okay, Eva. Furniture changes, past and present. Okay, let's go for it. When I was little, my home, the color of furniture, I think it was just a cherry tree. It is a brown tone. I think my mother and father loved those kind of colors. All the furniture was brown and cherry tree color. Back then, my mother bought some very expensive sofa. That color was brown too. After that, all the my parents tried to buy furniture and appliances, and many interior was those similar colors. I think it is a taste of my parents, but time passed, and I have a family of my own. I think the taste of color is different from my parents. I love my favorite color is the bright tone. As I answered in the previous problem, I told that I love the white tone. So our family select all the furniture with white tone and a bright tone. I think I wonder my kids love this kind of colors as I did not like those colors with my parents. I sometimes curious about that. That is the comparison between the past and present furniture changes. That's it. Thank you.
Sometimes problems arise when it comes to furniture. Things might break, the fabric might get stained or ripped. Tell me about a time when you had a problem with a piece of furniture. Tell me everything that happened and how you fixed the problem.
Okay, Eva, the problems about the furniture. Okay, I'll talk about my experience. When it comes to the problem about the furniture, I can recall the recent moving to another place to a new place. Maybe 1 year ago, I moved to this new apartment. Then we moved the all things. I thought that it back then it was okay. All the things were perfect, and all in my home, all the things were arranged well. So I was very satisfied with that. But after a while, I came to know that the bed was broken about 1 or 2 months after the moving. So I was very upset about this. Maybe the moving agency company did that. So I called them to protest this kind of incident, and I wanna get a full refund from those kind of movie company. But I came to know that I realized that the moving company was shut down because of the coronavirus. The so I had I do not I don't know what to do to solve this problem. But I was I think it was my fault to check it very seriously when I moved to here. So I bought a new bed instead. That is my lesson to check very closely when we have a moving. That's it.
I'd like to give you a situation and ask you to act it out. You would like to get some coffee from a new coffee shop that has opened recently. Call the coffee shop and ask 3 to 4 questions about their menu and how to order the coffee.
Hi, hello. I think it is a new coffee shop. Is it right? Good. I have some questions about this coffee shop. First, what is the opening hours like? Is it open 24/7? Okay. And second, I want to order the cold brew coffee. Can I order this menu? This store? Okay, please. And I have a last question. Due to the pandemic, the government prohibit to sit inside of the cafe. Can I sit here now? Well, we can't sit here. We have to go outside instead. Can you give me some regulation or policy of this cafe? Thank you.
I'm sorry, but there is a problem you need to resolve. You got your coffee delivered to your house. Unfortunately, you find out that you've got the wrong order. Call the coffee shop and explain the situation. Then give 2 to 3 alternatives to solve the problem.
Hi there. It's Jaden. I just ordered the coffee from your store 10 or 20 minutes before. I realized that the coffee order is wrong. I ordered the latte, coffee, 2 cups of latte, but the delivery was 2 Americano. So I think it is the wrong order, and I think you missed the menu or request. So let me give some options to solve this problem. And first, I think you'd better deliver it to us rightly. Actually, I love to drink latte, and actually, I do not like Americano because it is not my taste. So I want you to deliver it again with the right menu to cafe latte. Or if it is not easy, or if you cannot those kind of service, I suggest you give me a discount coupon. If you give me a discount coupon, I will visit your discount coupon. I will visit your cafe again, and I will use it instead. Please let me know what's the best for you. Thank you.
That's the end of the situation. Have you ever been in a situation that you had ordered something but got the wrong order? Where were you, and what did you order? What exactly happened, and how did you deal with the situation? Please describe the event in detail.
Okay, the experience of wrong order. Okay, let's go for it. When I was in high school students, actually no, the university students, I have a meeting, a blind meeting with my wife, now current my wife. Actually, I ordered orange juice for the first meeting with my wife, and my wife ordered the Americano maybe, but the the delivery was wrong. I got the pineapple juice, and my wife got the cafe latte, but it was the first time to meet my wife. Back then, it was a girlfriend, so I I wanna protest. I wanted to protest this kind of situation, but I had to consider to my wife. So instead of protesting severely, I just went to the front quietly, and I request to get a right menu quietly. Uh, my suggestion was very good for the cafe. So they gave us a good right menu, orange juice, and in return they did not get any money from me and my wife. We drank the beverage and coffee for free. So it was a very happy experience for us. After that, we married and we have a family. We are family. It Those kind of experience was one of the main memory and main good experience. So we had a good relationship with each other. That is my experience. Thank you.
Tell me about a country that is geographically similar to your country. What are the changes that the country has gone through in recent years? Please give me all the details.
Okay. Similar country that in with Korea geographically. Okay, I will talk about Japan. It is very close country with Korea. In terms of Japan, they are very good country to visit. It is similar. The weather is similar to Korea. They have four clear seasons: spring, summer, winter, and fall. And the beautiful with the flower is very beautiful. So it is a perfect spot for just sitting and relaxing while looking at the beautiful sakura flower. And I love to visit that country. However, they face a very challenging situation nowadays. I mean, they have planned to have Olympic Games, but due to the pandemic, they postponed the game this year. Actually, that was planned to held last year, but nowadays they still have the spread of pandemic. They did not decide whether the Olympic game held or not. So it is a very big debate in all over the world. U.S. is worried about the holding the Olympic Games in Japan, and actually we in Korea it is very controversial to join the Olympic Games. So they face very big challenges. I hope this challenge and problem solve well. That's it. Thank you.
I would like to ask you about an article you read about the country you have mentioned before. What was the issue about? Also, how was it related to the politics or the economy of that country?
Okay, Eva. I will introduce the country that I mentioned, the situations about politically and economically. Actually, Japan have many problems nowadays. In politically, they got new prime minister, and I think the Polish the government is very basic beginner level, so they are poor at handling the economic and social issues, I think. For example, the Olympic Games, they they do not decide whether to hold the Olympic Games or not. So it is very unhappy situation. I mean, it is very. Some people want to have an Olympic game, but some people do not want because of the pandemic. Pandemic make this country very controversial and debate about this, debate thing about this. So I think the in order to solve this problem, government have to have a very good site, or they have good philosophy of the things to make a policy or regulation, but they are very hesitate to decide. So they have to solve this problem very wisely. This is all about the Japanese political situation. Thank you.